good morning students. So today we would like to discuss about a topic which is known as Larmor precision. So to understand this thing, this Larmor precision, what is Larmor frequency, first we would like to discuss about the behavior of a spinning top. You know what is top? A top which is rotated about its axis. Unless the top is not exactly vertical, means when you just rotate the top, initial condition it is totally vertical with respect to the gravitational axis, but after certain times when you speed or you can say angular rotation is little bit decreases, then what happened is axis of rotation undergo some slowly watch like motion about the vertical, or you can say about the gravitational force direction. So this type of motion is also found in case of nuclei or nucleus, because nucleus is also behaving like a teeny bar magnet which can rotate about its axis. Now just come back to the top, the motion of the top, because top is rotating about its axis, and because of this a moment of is a magnetic moment. Because of this rotation, a property which is called as the angular momentum is originated, and we know the gravitational force also acts along this direction because vertically. So because of these two force, a torque is generated, and this torque allow the axis of the rotation of this top molecule to slowly precesses, that means slowly undergo a watch like motion about the vertical axis. So the torque, which you can know, define in this way. So torque is a measure of the force that can cause an object to rotate about its axis. As for example, I can give you the example of when we just tighten our tap, the water tap. Then what we do, we apply is to equal force but in opposite direction to tighten the tap. That means when two equal and opposite direction force applied on an object, it can produce a inertia, and the point, that means the pivotal point to the from the pivotal point to the point where the force is applied is called the distance. When we multiply this distance by this force, you will get the torque, and these torques helps the top helps the rotation of the axis of the top around the vertical axis. This is called precessional motion. The same thing appeared here or observed in case of the rotation of the nuclei. So classically, the phenomena of magnetic resonance can be understood by taking the consideration the Larmor precision. Okay, so a nucleus having a magnetic moment mu, because why nucleus having magnetic moment? Because nucleus has charge and it's rotated about its own axis, and we know that when a charged particle rotated about its own axis, a magnetic moment mu is generated. So mu behaves as a bar magnet which spins on its axis. Okay, so in presence of the external magnetic field, that is Bz, the interaction of this magnetic moment mu and Bz produces a torque, just like the torque is produced in case of the spinning of a top. This torque causes mu to precesses about the Bz as shown in figure. That means this mu, the interaction of the mu, that is the direction here, and the interaction of Bz produces a torque which allow the axis of the rotation of this spinning of the nucleus to rotate about the vertical axis or Bz axis. Okay, in this figure, diagrammatic figure, I shown in this way the top is rotating. Okay, the phenomena is called the Larmor precision, and the angular frequency of precision is referred to as the Larmor precision. The phenomena is called Larmor precision, and the angular frequency of the precision is referred to as the Larmor frequency, and it's generally represented by the letter omega suffix L, which is generally expressed in radians per second unit. That means omega L equal to gamma into Bz, where gamma is a constant which is known as magneto-gyric ratio, or in the previous it was known as gyromagnetic ratio of the nucleus. So it is defined as the ratio of the nuclear magnetic moment mu and the nuclear spin angular momenta, that is I h by 2 pi or I h cross. So gamma equal to ratio of mu by I H cross. So it is expressed in the terms of radian per Tesla per second. Okay, so Tesla to the power -1, second to the power -1. And note that we know that gamma equal to 2 pi nu, because this nu is the frequency of the NMR frequency, because they are, when they are resonate, then only the nuclei change its spin state from the low energy alpha state to the high energy beta state. Okay, so definitely this gamma angular frequency, or you can say gamma should be equal to 2 pi nu. And it may be noted that if I just multiply gamma into H cross, then the things becomes mu by H. And from the previous discussion, we know that mu, the magnetic moment, equal to Gn into mu n, okay, into I, but this I and this I is cancelled out, so Gn into mu n. So positive value of Gn and mu n denotes a magnetic moment that is parallel to the spin, because both have positive value. Then gamma H cross gives a positive value, which is the lowest energy situation for the nuclei, and it is the parallel condition. Denotes a magnetic moment that is parallel to the spin. Negative values indicates that the magnetic moment and the spins are anti-parallel, because Gn sometimes gives also negative values, and when Gn is negative value and mu n is positive value, then gamma into H cross gives a negative value, which indicates a high energy situation, and then the nucleus presented in the high energy spin state. Okay,